Hello, Moist Voicers. Welcome back to another episode of the Moist Voice Podcast. And I'm sorry there wasn't one last week. That's my bad. Jason was really persistent. Well, I mean, we could still do it, you know? I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I had nothing.
I am devoted to our loyal listeners and all the people that need to see this beautiful face every week.
Thanks for the compliment.
You're welcome for the compliment. You weren't expecting it through your whole game.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I flipped you all the way inside.
He fucking did. We were going back and forth. We were on the phone insulting each other per usual. It's what we do. And we were talking about, I was talking, yeah, I remember now. I was talking about how he always says something, but in different words from what I just said. And I was like, you just said what I said with different words. And he's like, well, sometimes people need a more clear and precise way of explaining things because you don't explain things well. I was like, what do you mean? I'm pretty clear and precise on how I explain things. It's not my fault. He's like, well, you're just too smart for everyone else. And I was like, it caught me off guard. I was like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, he walked that whole way. He's like, oh, what?
I stopped in my tracks. I was not ready for it.
Look, guest star and Alfred. What's up, buddy?
How Alfredo.
Right? Oh, Alfredo in the back.
He fucking caught me so off guard. But anyway, Moist Voicer, sorry for no episode last week. I was mentally fucking drained. I had nothing to talk about. And I was like, I don't even have the energy to process even remotely trying to do anything on the fly. So I was like,
Rachel thought you sounded a little depressed when you called me. She was like, is he all right? I was like, yeah, he's fine. Why? She's like, he sounded tired. Sounded off.
I was tired.
Was it tired or were you just dealing with some shit? Was you just feeling a little bit off?
It's a little bit of column A, a little column B. And
I can respect that.
The biggest part was I was just so mentally drained. I was just trying to fucking deal with a bunch of dumb shit. Hadn't been sleeping well. Too many dreams while I'm sleeping. So I don't actually get rest, and it's been bothering me. It's catching up to me. I had too much to dream last night, but I did finally figured it out. The reason why I don't sleep well is because I do dream too much. So I got to figure out how to fucking shut my brain off. If I can figure out how to shut my fucking brain off while I'm sleeping, I could actually rest.
I mean, but you got to have a dream. Everybody's got to have dreams.
Yeah, but I have too many. So, like, hear me out, right? I wake up a bunch because it's just how it works. You know, I'll go to sleep. If I sleep 4 hours, I'll probably wake up like 10 times minimum. But every time I go back to bed, I start a different dream. And when I wake up, rinse and repeat.
Do you remember your dreams when you wake up?
Yeah.
See, I've never remembered any of mine.
The problem is that it's sucking all the brain juices while I'm supposed to be resting and recharging. So I need to figure out how to turn it off. I don't know if it's possible. Maybe I have to go back dive deep into the brain again and try to control my dreams. Because I spent 3 months one time. I was like, I bet you I can control my dream. And I fucking did. It took me 3 months, but I figured it out. I need to get back into that mindset.
Fair. I've always said that I think you should like do some like de-stressing, like meditate or something before you go to sleep. It might help you a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe. Oh, I'm at a point where I'll try anything.
I mean, so I know that they say that you sleep well if you find a way to relax.
Okay, calm down, Dr. Phil. We got a podcast to talk about.
It's not a Dr. Phil. They say that if you do something like you find something that relaxes you, like some people read a book before they go to bed. You know, some people meditate, do a little bit of yoga, something like that. They say whatever you're like, you find your zen. What are you staring at, fat boy?
I'm looking at you. I'm listening to you talk.
I'm talking about the other fat boy. Look, even he knows I'm full of shit. He's back there like whining at me. He's like, yeah, he sees himself in the camera. Are you serious right now, dude? Go lay down.
You can see his little tail wag, big tail.
Like my podcast has been interrupted by this fat boy. No, it's up here. Up here. You want to look up here? Here. All right, go somewhere. But yeah, anyway, you might benefit from some kind of like a meditation or just some kind of like close your eyes, do a breathing exercise. It might help. You never know. And if you're willing to try, you might find something that works. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Dr. Phil.
Call it what you want, but if it works, you won't call me stupid. Well, no, you will. You'll still call me stupid.
All right, so real quick. So I was at work the other day, and this girl, she's notoriously known for saying some shit. It's shit that when she says these things, I have to stop. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? At one point the other day, I was like, I don't want to talk to you anymore right now. And she's like, well, that's rude. I said, no. What would be rude is if we keep having this conversation, I'm going to get really annoyed and then I'm probably going to actually be rude. So I'm just going to stop having this conversation right now. And I walked away.
Was it hurting your brain?
Yes. She says something. What did she say? She said she had ingrown skin in her foot. And I was like, what does that even mean? I don't understand that. I'm sure it's a thing, but the way she was describing it, I was like, don't stop. Just stop. Then she said, I got tendonitis. Or no, she said, I got tetanus in my foot. And I was like, did you step on a rusty nail? Like, what? You have tetanus? She was like, no, it's a T word. And she said something. She was like, it's like tendonitis or something. I was like, oh, is that the word you're looking for? So then as soon as she said that, like my brain went to, I was like, ooh, chicken tendons.
Did you know my dog is slobbering on my fucking keyboard right now?
He heard chicken tendons and he's hungry.
Yeah, right. So tetanus definitely, unless you step on a rusty nail, there's a good chance you're not going to get tetanus.
Yeah, I know. She was just all over the place. And I was like, I'm gonna walk away.
Tendons, tendonite. I mean, she got an affliction, is what she got. I don't know what she's got.
No, I said the chicken tendons part.
Oh, okay, all right. I was gonna say she got something. So people who, and I know you're on the same tip with me on this. People that pronounce stuff wrong, but don't even think that they say it wrong. They just say it and keep it moving. Just blow my mind. I'm like, ho, 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 ho. Back the truck up.
Yeah, it's like you
say it again.
It's like you can't say that and then think I'm not gonna say. Like you gotta stop it.
Right, like
rewind.
The ones you see on Facebook. It's like lactose and toddler ants.
Yeah, but that's funny.
Bro,
but that's funny.
It's funny, but it's sad because somebody actually said.
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
I know.
Like, man,
I say it all the time, sarcastically though. Somebody like, I can't have milk. I'm like, oh, you lactose, dog.
I'm more thankful that I've never had to have that conversation with somebody because I'm on the same tip with you. Like, I feel like I would probably snap. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you how to pronounce this, and you got to say it right, or I'm gonna walk away. I can't have this conversation with you. So yeah, I get it.
While on this topic, it was the other day. No, it's not the same topic, but I was at work and I was working I was putting stuff up, and this customer walked into my section, and I had never been so fucking punched in the nasal passage in my life. I'm talking, as soon as he walked over, my nose was like, what? And so, like, ain't no wrong with BO. Like, sometimes you got it. You had a long day, you've been working, whatever.
We all work.
This was not that case. This was, I don't think my man's showered in at least a month, and I'm being real generous with at least a month. It was so bad. When he left my section 30 seconds later, I still smelled it. Like, it lingered. Yeah. It was lingering death. I couldn't even begin. Imagine the most horrid smell you've ever smelled and times it by like 4 and then let it sit there for a little bit and marinate in your fucking nose. And that's what it was. And this came from a person.
Right.
It wasn't even a fart, dog. This was him. And so like, I lost a little control. And I remember at one point I said, dog, this is America. You can't be out here not showering and shit. I said it, and I didn't realize I said it out loud, and then I also didn't realize I said it as loud as I did. And then a little bit later, someone came up to me and was like, "You didn't have to say it that loud." I was like, "Say, what are you talking about?" And then they told me, I was like, "You heard that?"
Oh my God. So the problem was your nose was so stuffed up, your other senses got louder because of it.
Yeah, because I lost all control of this sense.
Yeah.
So everything else heightened, and it was just, oh my God.
Oh my God. So I've had 2 instances where one, it's gonna sound bad, I know it is. So I got arrested a lifetime ago, and they put me in a paddy wagon, and they rode me to one district, and then I had to ride to the other 3 districts before we went to the court. They picked up this dude that'd been arrested he got drunk, he got into a fight with his brother-in-law, and then got into a fight with the 2 cops that came to arrest him. This dude was drunk. When I say drunk, I mean he was 15 sheets to the wind 8 hours after the incident. They put him in the paddy wagon, and I don't know if anybody listening has ever been in the back of a paddy wagon. There ain't no fucking air circulation back there. It's fucking hot. Sure. And you just stewing in it. It's just soupy back there. This dude smelled so bad that I was about to catch another charge because I was about to kick this dude in the fucking head. It was so bad. The second instance that I can remember off the top of my head was recently. So last weekend, I took my soon-to-be father-in-law to Men's Warehouse. We got him fitted for his tux because he's going to walk her down the aisle. We walk in. Lady walks over. Hey, I'm here to get him fitted. I'm going to resize myself, make sure nothing's changed. Bro, she walked up to me and she said hi. And when I say this motherfucker, her tongue hit me in the forehead like Mike Tyson in the 90s. It was everything I could do not to go, oh, and like try to slip it. Like I was trying to dodge it. Bro, she wouldn't shut up. That was the biggest problem. She kept talking, and I guess she didn't realize she had the yuck mouth. And she was just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get you fitted. We're gonna take care of you. And she was talking fast, and she was just projecting, and like right here. She was like right here, and I'm like, man. And I kept like
she was projecting,
bro. I kept taking like half steps back. I was like, because we were in men's, so I'm like doing that like lean, that little half step lean back. Like okay, we'll take. And I keep like, and she kept walking with me. And I'm like, I was trying so hard not to be like, bitch, you need a Tic Tac. Get the fuck away from me, bro. It was bad.
That's when you just pull out some gum and you grab a piece and be like, hey, you want one?
No, because I'd have shoved the whole pack in her fucking mouth, like wrapper and all. Dude, it was bad. And like, so Mr. Tom, my soon-to-be father-in-law, he's in the dressing room changing. He don't know anything about this. And then after we leave, we're walking to my car, and he goes, man, she has some bad breath. I was like, you noticed too? I was like, you saw it? Oh, I was like, bro, I'm glad you said something because, oh my God, it was just, whew.
I just ain't on topic, but it added to my laughter of all that. If you turn around and look at Alfred just chilling, looking out the window.
Oh yeah, that's Alfred / Karen back there. That's what he does. He like looks out the windows, and then he looks miserable. Look at that face right there. Nobody loves him. Nobody treats him right. He don't get no snacks. You know what I mean? It just fucking SPCA, come get me. They're mistreating me. That's the most spoiled dog you've ever met. Probably. All
right. So do you want to do the Mount Rushmore first, or do you want to do NFL picks?
It's up to you. I also want to get to that little topic about the RV show as well once we get a chance.
All right. Well, let's do that, and then we'll do the NFL picks.
Okay. So as everybody knows, as you know, he's had to replace me on here with Kujo, which he swears he's never going back. Because I go camping and I love camping, and it's just something I do. So the
wait.
RV.
What do you mean he swears he's never going back?
Oh, you have a guest host on here, and it's like I'm not even here. You're just ready to move on from me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're all hyped up. You get one guest host on here, and it's like, oh, fuck Jason. We'll just never use him again.
When did I say that?
You didn't. You implied it.
I didn't imply shit. You're overthinking it.
No, I'm not overthinking it. I'm just yeah, I'm probably overthinking it. Anyway, no, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, well, speaking of which, he won't see this until next week, but today is Kujo's birthday. So, Moist Voicers, when you're hearing this, I want you in the comments to wish Kujo a happy birthday. He turned like 67 or something.
Right. That's not. He actually turned 40, but hey, it's over the hill. It qualifies. Call him the oldest fucker you've ever seen in your life. Then again, who am I to judge? I'll be 40 in less than a month. Or no, about a month. And, I've already lost all my hair. He's still got them luscious fucking locks that I'm jealous of. So I'm not really one to judge.
To be a nice guy and a good friend, I might even make this week's title, Happy Birthday, Kujo.
That would be nice. Or, happy birthday, Kujo. He's celebrating with a new house and a new job. And
yeah, he's
already got people trying to quit.
He's moving on up.
Anyway, so I'm going to the RV show this weekend. It's in Timonium. There's one in Hershey and there's one in Timonium at the Maryland State Fairgrounds that we go to every year. And I do have a camper, but we go every year just to look at the new models. We wander through, we look at the new features, new layouts. And we're just we're preparing for the next move when we get an actual truck and we can upgrade the camper and we get something a little nicer.
Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Corsair, one of my New World friends, he listens to the podcast. He said to me, he was like, he was somewhere. I think he was in Seattle or something. He's like, I saw Campgrounds of America, and he's like, I thought of it. He's like, I thought about messaging you. He's like, it does. It starts with a K.
I know it does.
Then I was like, I don't know if that's how it should work.
Like, you keep saying this to me like I'm saying it as a guess. It's not a guess. It's a fact. It starts with a K. But you just
it was just so funny you brought that up.
It is. Look, man, I think it's funny too. Campgrounds of America. First one I typed it in, I'm like, that's not right. Like, that's not spelled right. But we're gonna get. And me as a pet peeve for grammar, like you are, like I'm typing it in. I'm cringing while I type it in. Like, that's not right. That's not how that's spelled. But yeah, so we're going to the RV show. We're gonna have a good time. We got some friends probably meeting us up there. We're all gonna walk around and like we do this shit like a demo. Like we take a clipboard or a notepad. We write down the models, the prices of like ones that we like. We're looking for certain layouts, different features, and we have a good time. We make a day out of it. It's a lot of fun, and we get a lot of exercise because we walk around that bitch like 3 different times. And there's like 20 different dealers. There's like 80 different no, there's probably over 150 campers there.
So you've peaked, is what I'm hearing. You've peaked in your old age, and your dad moments is your window shopping for campers. You've peaked.
I don't know if I'd say I'd peaked, but I definitely have reached that dad moment where, like, I mean, I've always been, because I grew up really, really poor and poverty stricken. I always window shop. That's just always been a thing.
Yeah, but it's what you're window shopping for.
Yes, yeah. I'm window shopping for, like, hey, honey, I own a house. Let's go get away for the weekend. Yeah, you're right. I'm window shopping for like my next vacation vehicle. So yeah. But yeah, so we'll move on for that. But yeah, we have a lot of fun when we go. We grab a lemonade, a half and half, and we walk around that bitch, and we go look at campers that we can't afford. We look at the big buses. The big buses, like the 4 different slides that are like $250,000. Yeah, we walk through them just to hurt our feelings.
It's like I've been having too much enjoyment in life lately. So let's kick it down a notch.
Yeah, we go into the fifth wheel with the master, with the washer dryer, the separate bathroom. It's
fucking got a hot tub on top.
Bro, we went in a camper last year that had a kitchen bigger than the kitchen I have in my fucking house. I'm not even joking. It had a full-size, like, Samsung 4-door fridge, a walk-in pantry, an island, an oven. I'm like, this is nicer than our fucking house. Like, we could live here. Like, why don't we live here?
You could.
I could. Well, you know what they say. The kids can't move back in after they're 18 if they can't find you. Remember that.
Parenting advice.
Yeah, don't. PSA, I'm a moron. Don't listen to anything I say.
All right.
I'm a moron.
Yeah, we noted before the recording, he's saying some shit to Rochelle.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, you just dug a hole. He's like, yeah, I'll be saying some shit. And then he once it was acknowledged that he was saying some shit, he's like, more shit. He's like, fuck it, I'm already in the hole.
Never let it be said that I don't go for the gusto. When I'm in the hole, I just keep on digging like I got a trench to build.
Yeah, he tends to go more than 2 knuckles deep.
That's gonna get you in trouble when she listen to this. She's gonna message you, boy. She loves that saying.
It lives in my head rent free.
Rent free. Yeah, right. 2 knuckles deep. Yeah.
I mean, much.
Oh, bottle rocket Rochelle.
So now you said some shit. Now
I've already said some shit.
Now I'm in the clear. Now you done fucked up.
Oh, you done messed up, Aaron. Oh my god.
You had it. I was gonna take the fucking heat. Now all of a sudden you're back. The ball's in your court, buddy.
I have to. Oh, if I'm not getting in trouble with my fiance, I'm not doing something right, honestly.
Speaking of that wedding is coming up in 3 weeks. Oh, wait. According to Rochelle, 3 weeks tomorrow.
Yeah, 3 weeks tomorrow.
But 2 days from when you're seeing this.
It's
beforehand.
It's coming up. It's coming up quick, but we're looking forward to it. We're excited. I mean,
record the podcast, get to meet Alfred and Rachel.
And cry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
I gotta
officially coming now. So shout out to him.
Yeah, I gotta call him to figure out the details and whatnot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I do believe that we're gonna pull off the podcast. I also believe that it is gonna be some fuckery. So for anybody wondering, there is gonna be a podcast the night of or the day after my wedding, and it is gonna be.
I feel like there's no way we're gonna get it done the night of, like that night after the wedding. There's no way. There's no shot it's gonna happen.
I don't know.
I do know that I only drink in celebratory
I'm gonna
events.
put it on you to be the responsible one, dog.
I only drink in celebratory events, and I think I might have some drinks at this celebratory event.
I'll keep
But
you honest.
even if I only drink a few, it's not me. It's gonna be you two.
It's this guy.
It's gonna be you and Croc shit faced.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
well, but here's the thing though. Croc's not a big drinker, is he?
He is.
Oh, I thought he was more of a toker.
Well,
than
he both.
Wait,
you remember the vacation he went on?
I do. Well, maybe I'll go full like Denzel Washington from Flight. Maybe I'll like get some of the snowman and clean myself up in the mini bar and shit.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to find a way to pull this podcast off the night of my wedding, but I agree with you. It's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, like even if I only have a few drinks and I got a little buzz going, you guys, there's no way you're not going to be obliterated. There's no fucking shot.
I don't think there is.
And I don't. If I am not shit faced, I don't do well with shit faced people.
Oh, I agree.
So
being the sober one in like a drunk party. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like being the DD driving them motherfuckers around. Oh my god, it's the worst thing ever.
Horrible. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I agree with you. What do you think, Alfred? Fuck me. I hear you. Okay.
Anyway,
he's my sidekick. What do you think, Alfred? Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
All right. Let's do. So we're gonna do. So we're late to this party. So we didn't do week 1 and we skipped week 2. So we're just gonna jump right in. We're gonna start at week 3 for NFL picks.
So the first game.
Are you gonna write this down? Because I'm not.
You know what? Yeah, I can. I got a pen right here. Let me grab my handy dandy pen. This stream brought to you by QFS Quality Frameless Showers for all your shower door needs.
They're not paying us for that sponsor, so I don't have to. I don't have to mark it down.
I mean, they're technically paying me because I work for them, but
it's not the same.
Shameless plug. I know it's not the same. All right, so Thursday night, you've got the Giants and the 49ers. Now, mind you,
Thursday night.
This is Thursday, September 21st. This is next Thursday.
I'm going with the 49ers.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Saquon needs to get the fuck out of New York. He is just.
You think so?
I think he's gonna waste his prime years there.
I mean, he held out for that new contract, got like $2 million more than he wanted.
Yeah, but like performance wise, that franchise has not been good for a long time.
No. All right, you've got Titans and Browns.
Ooh,
that's.
So now, mind you, a lot of these picks are going to be blind for me because I haven't kept up with the offseason shit. So unless it was Eagles related. So
right.
So a lot of these guesses are going to be blind, but I'm gonna go with Titans.
Titans. All right, I gotta. ESPN's a bitch. They throw these ads up here. They start playing in my ear, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm actually gonna go with the Browns. They beat the Bengals last week. They actually look pretty good. They did not look horrible.
Bengals are overrated.
But I don't know if I'd say that. All right, you've got the Falcons and the brand new Lions.
Brand new Lions?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The Lions are 1-0, and they won last week.
Yeah, well, if they're 1-0, I would assume they won last week. Now, mind you, week 2 hasn't happened yet while we're doing this. Keep this in mind, Moist Voices. The only game that has happened is a Thursday night game with the Eagles and the Vikings. We're just skipping to week 3.
The Lions were the first game of the season. They beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was interesting. But you got the Falcons and the Lions.
I think that was a fluke, dog.
It was.
I'm still gonna go with the Lions though, just because the Falcons, meh.
Yeah, no, I agree. The Falcons are not great. This one's gonna be an interesting one. Saints Packers.
Who is the starter for the Packers now? The QB.
That is Jordan Love.
Who the fuck is Jordan Love?
So he sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 4 years while he made a decision on whether he wanted to keep playing football or not. And he did the same thing Rodgers did with Favre. He sat behind him. He learned a lot. Jordan Love looks good. All right. The Saints also had Derek Carr now.
Ooh. But still is
no,
iffy.
Derek Carr is a lot better than you give him credit for. He just got a raw deal with Oakland.
You know what? I'll be a believer. You got one more chance in my book. I'll go with the Saints.
Saints. Okay. I'm actually going with the Packers.
Yeah, because you always pick the opposite of me. It's fine.
No, I don't always pick the opposite of you. I pick who I think's going to win.
He has gone out of his way to pick the opposite of me on all of these for the most part.
That was actually you that went against me.
No, that one time was specific, but you always just because I always pick before you, and you always like, I'm going to go with whatever you didn't pick.
I feel like I'm getting gaslit. I think that was you.
I picked the 49ers, and he's not going to pick the Eagles. Watch.
Okay, well, next game, Broncos and Dolphins. I know who we're picking here.
Broncos.
You picked the Broncos?
No.
I was going to say,
Actually, you know what? Just because you said that, fuck it.
Oh, shit.
Put me down for the Broncos. Wait, is that still, what the fuck is his name? Russell Wilson.
It's still Russell Wilson.
Is he still shitting the bed?
Oh my God, he never stopped shitting the bed. That man's got diarrhea at this point, bro.
You know what? Fuck it. I like a good comeback story. Give me the Broncos.
Bro, that ain't a comeback. That's out of the grave, bro. Good Lord. All right, next one is another good game. Chargers, Vikings.
Ooh. I'm going to have to go with the Vikings.
Okay. You go with the Vikings. I am also going to go with the Vikings. Because not only do they have, in my opinion, one of the top two wide receivers in the game, I like Kirk Cousins. I think he's a dog.
Dog.
Right? Dog.
He's taking Croc's spot. Dog.
Yeah, Pat McAfee special. All right, next is the Patriots and the Jets.
Oh, Aaron
Rodgers, rest in peace.
I saw.
Did you know he didn't even complete a pass?
I've seen the clips, and they're like, here's Aaron Rodgers' season highlights, and it's only a clip of him coming out of the tunnel with a flag and running.
And
it's like, that's the season highlights. Yeah, I'm going with the Patriots.
Bro, 60 seconds in, 4 plays, he never completed a pass. 4 plays, he's done. Just popped his Achilles, done. You going to Patriots?
My man, I think he's probably the smartest person alive. Because my man spent so much back and forth to get this fucking contract to get paid, and then he's like, I don't have to do anything now.
Yeah, but you know what though?
Calculated.
On the flip side of that though, he is probably the most competitive football player you'll ever meet. He's already said he's coming back and playing again. Like he doesn't want to go out this way, and I respect that. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah,
it's Brett Favre.
Bro's made he's made like $450 million over his career. Like,
I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's a Green Bay curse. Like it's like
it's a Jets curse.
No. What I'm saying is I think it's a Green Bay curse because like Brett Favre, while he was a big known name in the game, he wasn't that great. You know what I
mean? He definitely. When he fell off quick.
Well, he was never really that great. Was he good? Yes. Was he great? Nah. He put up numbers like stat wise.
He was elite at some point, but I agree with you. He wasn't great for like
he on paper. He looked good, but my man always threw picks. Never really wasn't a winner.
So that is perfect. That's the perfect segue into the next game.
Well, hold on. Look at Aaron Rodgers as well. It's like on paper, my man does some shit, but like. They never really won when it mattered for the most part. Like he only has one ring.
You can thank these guys for that.
Yeah.
The Packers can't beat the 49ers in the playoffs ever.
Like I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is bad, but like I think it's the Green Bay curse. Like they get these star elite quarterbacks that are gonna go in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But like they don't really
do much for them.
Yeah, they don't do much, but they still do something.
I get it.
It's a strange series of events.
It is. So me, I'm actually going to take the Jets. I'd love a Cinderella story. I'd love to see them win and keep winning. This is my dark horse. I ain't holding out. I got like 2% hope that they win this game, but I'm going to take them. So a good segue for throwing interceptions. The next game, Bills Commanders. Josh Allen over the past 3 years has thrown the most picks in the NFL, period, by a long shot.
Yeah, but he's still been winning.
He also he's also scored the most points in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean,
high risk, high reward.
Yeah, I like it.
Hasn't made it to a Super Bowl though.
Yeah. I mean, also that franchise they haven't really done shit in a really long time. So he's despite that, he's still making them look good.
He's still got Stephon Diggs to throw to, so I've always got faith in him.
I'm going with the Bills, dog.
I am as well. Over the Commanders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brian. No competition.
Well, I mean, the Commanders are 1-0, but it's the Commanders. I'm sorry. Can't get down with that. All right, next one is probably just a coin flip. Texans and Jaguars.
Coin flip. All right, let's flip the coin then.
Did I spell that right? I did. Look at me knowing how to spell Jaguar. I'm sorry, Jaguar.
What, heads, Jaguars?
Go for it.
Tails.
I'll pick
Texans?
right with you. Whatever
You want to do that?
you got.
All
yeah,
right,
go
so
for it.
all right, so Jaguars.
Jaguars.
I had to flip my fan remote because I didn't have a coin.
Don't you have a phone you can ask to flip a coin?
Oh yeah, true.
Jesus. All right, next one, probably pretty easy. Colts, Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah. They looked ugly, but they did get the win last week. The Colts, on the other hand, they got an angry running back that's still in the injured reserve, and they are dealing with some shit over there.
Sorry, Croc. We're not picking the Colts.
That's all good. I don't think he's picking the Colts at this point. Shout out to Croc. I definitely just spelled that wrong.
I don't think spelling matters.
It doesn't.
Not in this case.
No, they're both 0-1.
Panthers, Seahawks.
Seahawks lost to the Rams. The Toots lost to the Rams last week. Panthers.
You want to coin flip it?
You can. It's up to you.
Hey Siri. Wait, whose heads?
Make Panthers heads.
Panthers heads. Flip a coin. Hey Siri. Flip a coin.
You ever seen a phone ignore somebody?
Tails.
Tails?
Sorry, I'm sorry, Siri. I didn't mean to get aggressive, but you weren't listening.
You were definitely yelling a little bit. No, Rachel makes fun of me for that when I yell at like the Hey Google in the kitchen. It's funny because when we got music playing, it's trained to my voice apparently, and she tries to say Hey Google, stop playing music, but it doesn't listen because she doesn't have the bass in her voice.
Yeah.
So she'll say it 2 or 3 times, and she'll go, Hey Siri, or Hey Google, and I just laugh my ass off. She says, don't you fucking laugh at me. I said I have to.
Wait, so that was Panthers for that, right?
No, you said Panthers was heads, you hit tails. That's Seahawks.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, next one is Bears versus Chiefs. That's a pretty easy one.
Chiefs.
Yep. Even though the
Sorry,
Bears,
Joe.
Yeah. This one is also easy. Cowboys and Cardinals.
I'm going with the Cardinals, dog.
Are you serious?
I told you I cannot pick the Cowgirls ever.
Okay, well, I will. Because they destroyed the Giants.
I don't care. I don't care if they're playing against a team that lost 50% of their players and they're starting like fifth string in the fucking cheerleaders. I'm still not picking the Cowboys to win.
All right. Next one is Kenny Pickett and the Steelers against Jimmy G and the Raiders.
I want to see Jimmy G do something, so I'm picking the Raiders.
He did something last week. He basically won the game for him, honestly.
I'm a Jimmy G believer, even though Jason's not. The tale of two Jimmys. Ugh.
I believe that Jimmy is what I always thought he was, which is a subpar ass quarterback. But I'll go with you. I'll take the Raiders in that game because what I don't believe in is Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, true.
Because they talked about how good he looked in the preseason, and then he looked flustered in the first game because the 49ers put a beating on that ass.
How many more games are left?
2.
Okay.
Eagles, Bucks.
Duh, Eagles.
I'm actually going with you on the Eagles. And then the last one is the Rams and the Bengals.
Ooh, that's going to be a good game.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why do I...
You looking at the wrong week.
No, I'm not looking at the wrong week. Oh, no. No, I'm right. Yeah, Rams and Bengals.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
Are you? Okay. I'm actually going to take the Bengals. I know you don't trust Joe Burrow, but I do. And even if I don't trust him, I trust Jamar Chase.
I think it's not that I'm not a Joe Burrow believer. It's just I don't think he's as elite as he gets credit for, but I don't think he's like a bad quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I don't think he's clutch, in my opinion.
I got you. So those are the picks for this week. So for anybody watching this, feel free to comment your picks for the week. We can compare. We'll pick a winner. We'll even give you a shout out on the next stream if you win more than we do.
Yeah. Just know, all of those, Hall of Fame quarterbacks and whatnot from when, when we were younger that are still playing, most of them are like have phased out now, retirement.
Yeah.
So like there's not many left. So eventually soon we're going to get to a point where when I was younger watching and you had all of these fucking Hall of Fame ass quarterbacks playing at the same time,
Yeah.
they're not
They're not going to be there.
they're not going to be in the league anymore. Aaron Rodgers.
The only one left, just clapped his fucking ankle, fucking clack clack. So
like to an extent you could put Russell Wilson in that, but he's so washed up right now that you forget that he once was an elite ass quarterback. Like once upon a time, you know.
You're so right.
You know.
Well, I mean, honestly, Jimmy G's the same. He's been in the league forever too.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
He was never elite.
No, nor a starter for as long as the rest.
If he was, we might have had that sixth ring. Like Tom Brady when he's over there like with his extra finger.
Yeah. It's like we're getting to that with a lot of other positions as well, though. Like it's basically a new class of NFL now for the most part.
Oh, it's definitely changing of the guard for sure. Wide receiver was quite a few years ago.
Yeah,
but it's starting to be like the running backs. Like they're starting to get, and then the defensive line is starting to turn over. You got people like Joey Bosa, T.J. Watt, Nick Bosa.
Yeah, they're
Miles Garrett. They're all young guys.
But then you got like Kelsey and all them. Like they're phasing out. They're getting old.
Yep.
Like they're still great at their positions, but yeah, there's definitely still a lot of like elite ass linemen that are still around that have been playing for a long time, but they're almost out as well.
Yeah, we got the oldest one, Trent Williams. I'm over as old as dirt. Well, I still wouldn't fuck with him though. Trent Williams. They don't call him Silverback Gorilla for nothing. That dude's a monster.
All right, so we have those picks. Jason has written them down, past tense.
I'm gonna take a picture and throw it in Discord. That way I don't have to retype it.
Okay.
Because I'm lazy.
I don't know if it works on Android, but with iPhone, you can like copy text from pictures and paste it.
Yeah, I can scan it. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm not an Android user. Anyway, so we'll check back in on the next episode to see if we won and then pick the new ones. Just like last year when we did this. We'll continue to do it. Tried to get Croc on. I guess I should have actually called him or something. I had tagged him in Discord, but he never responded. But I'll give him a shout out. Bring Croc in. See what he's up to lately.
A shout out.
But anyway, we're gonna move on to this week's Mount Rushmore. It was spur of the moment, last minute before we recorded, but it turned out to be a really good idea, and we spent way too fucking much time talking about it in the pre-show after the idea came about.
Yeah, we did.
And it got to the point where I was like, bro, I have my picks. Let's start this dog, because we kept going down the rabbit hole, and he's like, look, we forgot about these. I'm like, oh my god, shut the fuck up.
Though.
I know. I was like, stop giving me more lists, because I'm like, I'm already changing some picks.
But you're glad I said it then.
Yeah. But this week's Mount Rushmore is rapper movies. But what that means is rappers who starred in movies.
Yes, they must have been a lead actor.
Yeah, there were some questionable picks. Like Rochelle said, she said Babyface, but she meant Baby Boy. But Tyrese wasn't a rapper, so that didn't count. Stuff like that. But we were reminded about a bunch of them that we totally forgot about. And Jason and I both agree, while 8 Mile was a great movie, we're not putting it on our list.
No, it wasn't great. My dog just lost his mind.
I heard it.
Bro, he doesn't like teenagers.
Okay.
So, all right, well,
who does?
Go first? You want me to go first? Not me.
Yeah, I'll go first. So if you were here for the episode where we did Mount Rushmore movies, you'd know Cradle to the Grave. Well, DMX, Cradle to the Grave is going on my list. My next one was going to be Exit Wounds. While that is a great fucking movie, I put Get Rich or Die Trying in its place. Jason will disagree. I found that to be a phenomenal movie. Was the overall acting in a lot of places the greatest? No. But let's be honest with ourselves. In movies that star rappers, the acting isn't the greatest to begin with.
No.
But also Boys in the Hood, I'm putting on my list. I think that was a great fucking movie and one of Ice Cube's best, I think. My opinion.
Well, that's when he was still a gangster.
Yeah.
like actual
Barbershop was great, but that was a whole different genre of movies, and he was older and stuff.
That's Family Cube.
Yeah, that's Family Cube. Just like Are We There Yet?
rent free. You remember Boondocks when Riley's in the trunk with Gangstalicious? He's like, Ice Cube was my favorite rapper. He goes, you mean the guy from Are We There Yet?
Yeah, well, how many times I gotta tell you I didn't watch the Boondocks?
Oh my God, you need to. Sorry.
Yeah,
All
I know
right,
I need to, but anyway,
what you got for a fourth?
How High, duh. Two arguably of the greatest rappers of all time in arguably one of the funniest fucking movies of all time.
Absolutely.
How High goes on my fucking list. I love that movie. I love at the start where they're high as fuck for no fucking reason. And he saw him pop up in. He was like, he's a ghost. What? So they're talking in the car and fucking
runs into the car.
Yeah, Redman's out. He's like, I'm a ghost. And he fucking runs into the car thinking he can do it. Lives in my head.
Yeah, that you see now that's the one exception where I'll say the acting in that movie was good.
Yeah,
because they had a lot of like real name actors in that movie. They did a good job in that.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
How High 2? No, sucked ass.
God, no.
That was horrible.
All right,
but that's my list. That's my list.
For me, my top is Belly. Belly was a fantastic movie. I love that movie. It's a who's who. You got DMX, you've got Nas, you've got Method Man, you've got God, how many other people were in that movie? Shit, can't think of the other guy. But you had so many good people in that movie. Belly was the top for me because I liked the whole concept of the movie. I thought it was a great movie.
It was a phenomenal movie.
It was a phenomenal movie. For me, so you say Cradle to the Grave. I actually think Exit Wounds was better than that one. Not because it was better as a movie, but I liked the characters that were in Exit Wounds a little bit better.
Yeah, I can see that.
I like Steven Seagal. I like DMX. And I like that little short dude that was in Exit Wounds, a little short cop. He was funny.
Oh, yeah.
When I had a Napoleon complex. Third for me is Gang Related with Jim Belushi and Tupac. Fantastic movie. It's a definitely older, but for anybody that hasn't seen it, I highly recommend it. Fantastic movie. And then fourth for me, actually, I agree with you. How High? Fantastic movie. You can't overlook it. It's you got comedy, you got rap. You know, the soundtrack was these guys that are in the movie rapping. I mean, it was just all the way around. It was just a great movie, and it was a concept that honestly at the time really hadn't been explored too much. But it was a great movie nonetheless.
I love it. So we did have a lot of honorable mentions. Like Exit Wounds went on my honorable mention. I was on my original list, but I was like, one, I don't think I should put two DMX movies up there, but I do love Exit Wounds. It's a great fucking movie. Right. Any Given Sunday. What else? State Property.
Oh, I thought of another one that we didn't even think of in the pre-show. Deep Blue Sea.
True.
He was in the movie. He started the movie.
Yeah. It was a great movie.
Matter of fact,
The Wash.
I think that might be the first movie where the black guy didn't die because he said it at the end of the movie.
Yeah. No, I remember.
He's like, "This is how black people die." In the movie.
There's a lot though. Like
the Wash.
The Wash was.
Awesome.
I almost put that on my list because that's it's not a great movie, but it's fucking hilarious.
It
the
is
Friday
funny.
Movies.
Yeah. Oh my God, we forgot about Friday.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh my God, I completely forgot about him.
I honestly, I just didn't want to have to pick between which one I liked the best.
He gonna cry when he gets in his car.
Because like the first one was really fucking serious, but also like had the comedic factor, and the second one mostly comedic factor, and same with the third. But they're all great for what they are, and I was like, I don't want to pick, so I'm just not even gonna do it.
Yeah, and then we also had a laugh about some of them, like rappers that aren't rappers.
Yeah, like it was.
We were talking about
close.
Will Smith.
Yeah, it's like
Will Smith is.
I don't consider Will Smith a rapper.
No, he's definitely now. See, but it sucks though, because if you go back to him and like Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah,
DJ Jazzy
I know
Jeff
I know he tried to be a rapper,
and he had some good songs, but he was never like a rapper.
Yeah.
And you guys can argue about it in the comments till you're blue in the face.
Here, he was a hip hop artist, not a rapper.
Yes, he was not a rapper.
It's not the same.
Yeah, I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Yeah. Oh, there were so many honorable mentions.
Oh, we talked about Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not.
He tried to be a rapper.
I was like, nah, I can't even fucking.
Yeah, he's more of an actor than he was a rapper. And then like, by the way, throw it in the comments, folks. Any that you think that we missed, it goes on and on and on. We talked about Master P. Which I got the hookup Possibly one of the worst movies ever. Right up there with Three Strikes, which had E40 in it, which is a horrible movie. There's so many.
I think Master P did a better job in Gone in 60 Seconds for that little bit that he had than the entirety of that other movie.
You know what you do for me, baby? You get at Long Beach tonight. Jesus Christ. The fact that I can quote that, I love that. That's one of my favorite movies, actually. So I can quote that verbatim. And yeah, like I said, anybody in the comments, if you can think of a rapper movie and go obscure, go into the rabbit hole, because you're probably going to find a couple that we didn't think of.
We kept forgetting shit, and he's looking at stuff. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, we talked about 16 Blocks with Mos Def. That's a great movie. I think that's a great movie in general. Mos Def, well, see, but he's not a rapper either. He's more of a hip hop artist than a rapper. But yeah.
I feel like
Common was in Blade. He's a rapper.
Yeah, he was also in that
He
was also in that Keanu Reeves movie too.
John Wick.
No.
Yeah, he was in John Wick.
That's not what I'm talking about though.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! He drove a Charger in that movie. I can't remember it.
He drove a Charger in the movie. Common?
The Game was in that movie as well.
Are you talking about H2O?
He was a cop. No.
In Too Deep?
No. This was like 2010, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Maybe 2009.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Shit. I'm going to have to look it up. Keanu Reeves Game. He played a cop, and he was not a dirty cop.
It was Street Kings.
Yeah, that movie.
That was a great movie.
It was a great fucking movie.
But see, that's the thing. You got Keanu Reeves, Forrest Whitaker. Of course, that's going to be a good. That was an awesome movie. Yeah. That was
But that had Common in it. That had the Game a little bit. You know, they weren't starring roles.
No, they definitely weren't.
Maybe on another one we could do movies with rappers that had side roles.
B-roll?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like we're gonna get way too in the weeds
on
that.
Oh yeah, because there's way more. I think there's way more options.
For anybody wonder, we were going all the way down to like a rollerball and roll bounce, and one that honorable mention for me, real big one, was ATL with T.I.
Yeah,
because that's not just T.I. That's T.I. That's Big Boy. That's a lot. That had the whole Dungeon family in it. Because they had who was it? Big Gip getting the fronts in the grill store. He was getting the grill. That was Big Gip from Dungeon Family. Tons of rappers in that movie. That was an awesome movie.
I knew it.
What?
Before we started this, in my head, I said once we get to the honorable mention stage, it's gonna feel like the pre-show again, where we just go down the rabbit hole.
You can't help it.
I know.
We can't help it. It is what we look. This is
many
this
options.
Is how we entertain. Look. Just pull out the Maxis Meridius, whatever his name was. Are you not entertained?
Anyway, I just want to move past real quick. I want to state something because I put something down. It said I didn't know these boxes were over 50 pounds. So what that means is I was at work. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And I was moving a couple things around in the warehouse because I was trying to get something, and I saw on one of these, it's a socket set. It comes with a ratchet and a bunch of sockets, but it's a big box of them. And like, we have different kinds on all of those. Like, it's like 21 piece. In all of those boxes, there's a little logo, like emblem. It says Team Lift, 50 to 100 pounds. And I was like, I never noticed that this was on these specific boxes before. And I've worked here for 8 years. And I was like, more importantly, I never once even remotely considered the fact that these are over 50 pounds because they didn't feel like it. And then somebody was like, oh yeah, they're heavy. I was like, I'm not saying they're not heavy. I just thought they were like 20 pounds or something. I didn't realize they were over 50 pounds.
I'm going to throw something out there that you probably also thought. You've never once considered grabbing somebody and go, hey, this says Team Lift. Could you help me with this?
Yeah, no, I would. Like, even knowing now, I wouldn't do that. I toss those things up when we're fucking pulling the belt. Oh, on truck day, I've tossed them on my fucking shoulder like it's nothing. I didn't know they were over 50 pounds.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing with me. When I install a shower door, some of those glass panels
are heavy.
Could probably use a second person on it, but for me, sometimes the maneuverability to get like up and around like staircases, you're better off by yourself because you can tilt it and twist it and do what you got to do. But some of them, like, I did one the other day where we talked about the last podcast we did where I jacked my knee up a little bit. I had a helper for like a week. And they brought
me to remember that. That was like 3 weeks ago.
Nah, but they brought a helper in from another company, and it was like He was helping me carry in my glass. He was holding stuff for me. He was handing me tools. And for like that one little week, I was like, damn, it's fucking nice having a helper, dog. And then like I went on vacation on Labor Day and my knee, healed up. I feel fine. And now we haven't used them again. And I'm over here like, man, I could use a helper, but nope.
Like,
Just me by my lonely.
Man, maybe I need to fake hurt.
No, I don't put that out in the ether because that's when you get real hurt and you're like, man, I should have never. I don't cry wolf with that type shit because I'm getting old and not as old as Kujo, but I'm getting old and
you're pretty fucking close, dog.
I'm within a month.
It's like you can't look. I get it. He is older technically, but like you're like right there. You're sneaking. You're right around the corner. Like
that's how I make fun of.
You're less than a month out.
That's how I make fun of Scotty. I'm like, fuck you old bitch. You're as old as I am. I said, nope, I'll never be as old as you are. Unless, God forbid, once we're like 80 and if he kicks it before, no, I'll kick it. I'm going to die way sooner than anybody I know. Dumb shit that I do. Don't go to the doctor, break my body, just go to work. Fuck it.
Nah, Scotty's living longer than you. He wears the hey dudes.
I do too at this point.
We got a whole collection.
He does. He's got like 30 pairs of them.
Oh, speaking of, so I am at Scotty's table, right, for the wedding?
Yes, you are. Yeah. So it's you, Croc, Scotty, his wife Courtney, our friends JR and Heidi, who they're from Pennsylvania. They are a fucking riot. And then who's the other one? Oh, RC, my buddy RC. RC is actually the one that kind of hooked me and Rachel up. He was in her ear when because they've been friends way longer than I have with them. And he was like, hey, Jay's a pretty good guy. Jason's over there. He's single. And, nobody liked her ex-husband.
Did I hear Rachel say that we have the party table?
Yes, you do have the party table. Between you and Croc, RC is probably going to get blasted out of his mind.
Hey, I don't party like that anymore. But once upon a time.
JR, that man will drink enough Coors Light to drown a fucking moose. His wife... Well, actually, it's open bar. I don't know dog. All right, let me put it into perspective. It's an open bar, but it's top shelf. We have a signature drink for both of us. But not only that, it's whatever you can think of. Like, hey, give me a double Jack on the rocks with a splash of Coke for color. Like,
just give me a trash can. I'll be all right.
Exactly. So the problem is, people who don't normally drink that much, I feel are going to be like, oh, it's fucking free. Let's go. And I don't know how rowdy this thing's going to get.
Oh, you shouldn't even remotely try to think about that right now because you're going to get real upset once you start digging into the details.
Not upset, but I have a fear that like somebody's kid is going to get like, hey man, let me get a sip of that. And like my biggest fear is a kid gets caught drinking and they shut the fucking thing down and kick us all out. Now that's a real fear because I got a lot of like redneck kind of white trash friends coming. And there are some underage kids that, they might imbibe, once in a while. Like, hey, you want a little sip of the beer? Like, the old school shit. Like the kid's like, I'll get you a beer, Dad. And he gets a sip and he hands it to him. Like that style shit. So I don't know exactly how this is going to work, but here's the hoping that we don't get kicked the fuck out of this venue before the time's up.
I feel like you could have left all that out.
No, it's got to be said because I'm hoping like if I put that out into the ether, I'll get good karma back. I'm hoping.
I think you're speaking it into existence.
Dog, it already exists. I promise you 1,000%.
He's like it's already a probability. There's nothing we can do. We just have to hope for the best.
Dog, this is the Matrix. It's an eventuality, Mr. Anderson. You don't even know.
I still haven't even decided if I'm gonna drink. I've been,
as I said, if you need me to stay a little bit sober to watch out for you, I have no problem.
I don't need anybody to watch out for me. I need to watch out for myself because I know like if I have a couple, I'm gonna want more. It's like,
well, so what you can do then is I can put a bug in Rachel's ear and be like, hey, keep an eye on him.
I keep an eye on myself.
Yeah, everybody a helping hand once in a while, bro. Everybody.
I mean, the only helping hand I need is when I need a jerk or something.
Oh, a little pocket pull?
Yeah. You got
play
me?
Away games? You play away games?
The fuck up.
Right here? I got a pocket right there. You play away games?
Something wrong with you.
On that note,
On that note, voicers, thank you for coming out and listening to our fucking nonsense.
Absolutely.
Sorry again for last week. I was not mentally ready. I was drained. I was like, I don't even have a creative bone in my fucking body at the moment. So I apologize, but thank you for understanding and letting me have a week off. That was pretty cool. But my name is Northstar. You can find me on Northstar TV under all social platforms. Just Northstar on Twitch. Moist Voice Pod on all social platforms. Follow. Maybe I'll post on there. I keep saying it.
You do. I'm Jason Shades of Idiocy. You can find me on his stream taking care of his chat and also just around general fuckery. If you pop in and you see me, say hi. I'm friendly most of the time.
Yeah, I mean he can be friendly, but he does have a little attitude sometimes. And
I got a little toxicity.
Yeah, and if you give him a little Tito's and lemonade, he'll suck some Tito's and lemonade out of my ass.